Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a financial abundance, money, and career tarot and oracle card reading. We are starting off here. I'm liking this with the Sacred Destiny oracle card deck, and then we will include the Fortune oracle before we consult the tarot. We're going past, present, future, interesting, and the advice, okay? And now let's see what the tarot can tell you about money and career. All right, in the past, you have the Three of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Two of Swords. In the present, you have the Seven of Swords, the World, double world here, okay? And the Four of Wands. In the future, you have the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, I like that one, and Justice. In the advice, we've got the Moon, the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Well, I do feel like, let's take a look at this before I get going too far. You've got Pisces, Libra, Taurus is here, Leo is here. So in the past here, you have the card of stillness with the key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. But I feel like somebody was stuck, okay? There's a bit of a trapped energy here. And so if you were finding you were attempting to move or get a new job and it just seemed like it never quite landed, I feel like with this Two of Swords, you have kind of a competing energy. And with that Three of Cups too, you may have seen other people around you getting what you wanted. Now, Neville Goddard taught this in terms of manifesting and setting your intentions. See it through your first person eyes as if you are experiencing it yourself. Because if you see it like it's on a movie screen, you'll end up watching other people around you getting what it is that you deeply desire. You'll see that movie in your day-to-day, but it won't be starring you. And so I feel like somebody here, especially with that Page of Swords, he can be very gnarly at times. He's not the greatest communicator. And so we have to watch out for communications that were either not particularly honest, if there was anything fraudulent, or things where you were getting dead ends and you were trying to make contacts and it seemed like this was not real, or there was somebody behind the curtain. You know what I mean by that? If you were trying to buy something where you go, no, this is not. So you may have had some near misses. You have it here too, dealing with people who are not honest. Okay, that's where we're going with this. Now, I also feel like too, you may have had somebody who was a bit bumbling. If you had some kind of paperwork snafu and it just feels like it was really kind of raining on your parade, okay? Somebody left the cake out in the rain big time. And after a while, it's like, what do we need to do to get good people around here? I feel like that's showing up in the cards. So as much as you were trying to move forward, it was like you were going one step forward and two back, all right? Luckily, these are in the past, so I like that. If they have to be somewhere in the reading, let's keep them back here, shall we? So your current energy, you've got the energy of solitude with the world. Be open to new possibilities in all area of your life. I feel like they're saying it's a time for you to get back to center, to really figure out where are you going, what would really be meaningful for you. What are your life's goals, your ambitions in a bigger way? Now, this could also be solitary travel. Don't be scared off by that. Sometimes people leave comments. It's quite popular right now with young people, old people. I've seen it all over the world. I travel quite a bit myself and I run into solo travelers all the time. Now, if it's not for you, don't go out there and try it. But those of you that say, yes, I've got wanderlust, I have enough money, but I don't necessarily have that one person to go spend my time with, or there are people around you, you've got plenty of people, but they can't afford to do it and you don't want it to let you hold you back, or let it hold you back because other people are not able to do it. So I took us in a bit of a direction there, but I do want to speak to that if somebody out there is kind of a solo traveler and really it's showing up in the cards. If that's the case, you're going to go out and see the world. Now, again, you may have a partner to do it with, but I do want you to watch out for this Seven of Swords. I feel like you'll be just fine with the world, but the Seven of Swords can be kind of clumsy. It can be people who are very unorganized, disorganized with your paperwork. Don't you love that? When it's like, look, you have the power and all you have to do is push some papers around. Now that Seven of Swords too, and with the snake here, I do say be careful if you're trying to sell things online, that you are getting reputable buyers, that you're not getting, hooked into anything that's not real. All right. You know what I mean? Because there's lots of scammers out there. So just watch out for it. Even if you have rewards at stores and things like that, making sure that you're keeping your passwords secure or changing them frequently if that's the case. Because with that Seven of Swords, they're always lurking. It's like this is like the petty thief in your life. Now, with the energy of the world and the Four of Wands, I do feel like you have a season of celebration. You're going to be getting wins, and that world brings in everything. It's every single achievement you came here for. But with the energy of the Four of Wands, that's law of attraction energy. So in terms of career, they're telling you that it's not the end, it's just the beginning for you. You have great things coming, good things in store here, a time to celebrate. If you are planning a wedding, I feel like it'll do nice things for you financially. It's certainly not a burdensome energy where you suddenly find out somebody's got tons more debt than they told you. So I feel like with this, you're going to be in good shape. And so the world will help you too, to make gains, to be big in terms of living big, going out for your dreams, doing things with your creativity. And the Four of Wands brings in perfect timing, that 1111 card. Pay attention to the synchronicities. You may have somebody too who tries to recruit you for a job. Be aware of that, because it's showing that the way that you come across is somebody that people want to hire, okay? So know that you have gifts and that they're shining. People who are encountering you really see those gifts. So in the future here, we have the card of abundance, but you do have the snake, so be slightly cautious. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. So they keep saying that, and these cards do not lie. The tarot is your best friend who always tells you the truth, and they try to divert you from doing silly stuff that you'd later on go, I knew my instincts were telling me that's not a good idea. So they're trying to tell you to follow your instincts, but that you do have abundance. You're headed into an abundant cycle. So with the energy of justice, that should help a big dose, because it's all about integrity, honesty, putting your foot down to things that don't serve you. And it's a card of fairness and equilibrium. So the universe gives what you give. You get a match. And so again, I don't want anyone to be overly fearful, but again, do your research, especially if you're doing something that's going to be online where it's not you're not walking into some kind of a business with a check or vice versa. So with the energy of the Knight of Wands, he will take on anything. There's no job too big or too small for that Knight of Wands. It's a real go-getter's energy. So you may find that you take on a lot, but with justice, that helps you balance it out so that it's not tipping the scales where it's just too much. All right? Because with that Knight of Wands, you'll be prone to saying yes. He doesn't have an off switch. He's all gas, no brakes all the time. But justice says, but you have to have some balance in your life, so don't get too out of balance in one direction. With the Queen of Cups, she does and does and does for everyone else. She's very intuitive, but it reminds you to take care of yourself. Okay, I'd also be careful about loaning things out around this time, like your car or something. If the person's not in your insurance, the way mine works is they don't drive my car. You'd have to look into your own plan, but I'd be aware of that and not allow somebody to come in who could cause you issues. I just feel like they're kind of giving you a bit of helpful nudges here, okay, to keep you fully protected. So in the advice here, you have the card of illumination with abundance. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. So you're going to see new opportunities. Opportunities that you don't see right now are there, and they're abundant, and they're presenting themselves to you. So if you are looking to move too, this is also an energy that says it's time for you to move forward. So remember when we said it feels like you're going one step forward and two back, the moon should help to mitigate that and help you to move forward a little more or make bigger advances moving forward. With that Queen of Wands energy, I do feel like you're going to find that people are very attracted to your energy. She's a go-getter. She climbs up that corporate ladder like nobody's business. It's also a great energy for entrepreneurs, and it's a card of loyalty. So I feel like you're going to find that people are going to be loyal to you. If there's some kind of a competitor in town or something, I do feel like you're going to find people are loyal. With that Five of Swords, try not to have a mental battleground. That Five of Swords in this particular reading seems more mental, and it's you against you. So know, again, that your thoughts dictate your feelings, and your feelings are what you're really manifesting from. Good things are coming. I love you, Taurus, and I'll be back again soon.